like that. It may not be.
Thank you very much. Mr. Conyers, gentleman from Michigan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Attorney General, I am extremely disappointed in the decisions that have been made out of the Department of Justice, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Agency of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. In Philadelphia, we had a mayor that bombed people out of an eviction. In Jonestown, we lost the lives of my colleague, Congressman Ryan, who tried to get Don Edwards to go out there with him because of a miscalculation about cult people. We had Patty Hearst in the Symbionese Liberation Army. We had Wounded Knee with the Indians. Now, when in God's name is the law enforcement at the federal level going to understand that these are very sensitive events, that you can't put barbed wire, guns, FBI, Secret Service around them, send in sound 24 hours a day and night, and then wonder why they do something unstable. The root cause of this problem was that it was considered a military operation, and it wasn't. This is a profound disgrace to law enforcement in the United States of America. And you did the right thing by offering to resign. You did exactly the right thing. I commend you for it. Now, there is no longer any reason why the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Agency cannot be folded into the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And if there is some reason for continuing ATF, I'd like to hear it today. And I'll be introducing legislation to that point very, very shortly. And now I'd like you to know that there is at least one member in the Congress that isn't going to rationalize the death of 24 children that weren't cultists, they weren't nuts, they weren't criminals, they happened to be the parents of people, and they were innocently trapped in there. And that decision that was jointly made by these agencies bears extreme criticism. And it's not President Clinton's fault. He's taking your advice. He's taking Judge Sessions' advice. He's taking Mr. Powell's advice. And so I'd like to get some straight answers. I've read so many conflicting rationales about this that it's absolutely embarrassing. And I've been through each of these incidents that I've cited. Doesn't anybody have any historical recollection in federal law enforcement about how to deal with these kinds of people? And I'll yield the balance of my time for anything you'd like to respond to me, Madam Attorney General.
I haven't tried to rationalize the death of children, Congressman. I feel more strongly about it than you will ever know. But I have neither tried to rationalize the death of 4 ATF agents. And I will not walk away from a compound where ATF agents have been killed by people who knew they were agents and leave them unsurrounded. I will not authorize a military excursion with the forces of the military into that compound with a direct assault such as what you might expect in a military situation. I will stand by and be proud of the FBI as it used its restraint. But most of all, Congressman, I will not engage in recrimination. I will look to the future, try to learn everything I can from this situation to avoid tragedies such as this in the future.
Are you concluded?
I'm not concluded if you have further questions of me, sir.
Well, I consider that a non-responsive answer.
You did not ask me a question, sir. You asked me if I had any comment, and I responded with my...
non-responsive comments.
Do you have a question of me, sir?
I have more questions of you than I'll ever get time to put before you.
I am prepared for as long as you would like to question me, sir, and I will come to your office.
Well, ask the chairman to give me some more time.
I will come to your office and be prepared to answer any question at any time that you may ever have about anything that I have ever done.
Well, I'll thank the gentlelady and accept her invitation.
The gentleman from Illinois, Mr. Howard.